Your 3-year-old kid was really good at saying goodbye. They'd wave at daycare, then go play on their own. Now things are different. They get really scared when you leave them. They ask you things like,
"What if a stranger takes you? What if you do not come home?"
They truly believe something terrible could happen when you are not with them. You tried the goodbye ritual. You tried independent play. None of it worked because you were treating separation anxiety. But this isn't separation anxiety. Around ages 3 to 4, your kid's brain unlocks a new ability. They realize you have a life outside them and that something could happen to you. They're not afraid you'll be gone. They're afraid you'll be hurt. And a 60-second goodbye can't fix that. Researcher Henry Wellman calls this theory of mind the ability to understand that other people have separate thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Now your kid imagines accidents, strangers, and disasters whenever you leave because their thinking is still magical. As Piaget described, they believe those thoughts might come true if they don't stop them. Research from Eleanor Gallon showed that at this age, the average child jumps from 2 or 3 fears to 5 or 7. This isn't regression. It's a brain growing faster than it can emotionally manage. Here's the breakthrough. This fear isn't a sign your attachment is broken. It exists because your attachment is strong. Your kid clings because they trust you with the most frightening things their mind can imagine. You haven't failed. You've become their safe landing pad for their biggest fears. Stop trying to push them into independence. Meet them inside the fear, and independence will follow naturally. What can you do right now? These strategies target the real cause. First, validate the fear. When your kid asks,
"What if you don't come back?"
don't dismiss it. Say,
"That scared feeling is real. But I came back today, just like I said. I always come back. Let's count how many times have I come back."
count together. Make it concrete. Second, use the 3-word bridge. Before leaving, give 3 simple words describing where you're going and when you'll return.
Mommy shopping, home soon.
Daddy working, back after lunch.
Simple facts leave less room for imagination to fill in worst-case scenarios. Third, provide a physical anchor, a photo in their pocket, a bracelet they can touch, a kiss pressed into their palm that lasts all day. Even a silly code word that means, "I love you." These remind your kid that you're still connected, even when apart. Fourth, create a worry time ritual. Every day at the same time, after dinner works well, spend 10 minutes talking about what's bothering them. Let your kid talk about things they're scared of. Don't say that their fears are not important. Say,
I hear that you are scared. Let's look at it together.
when you do this every day, your kid will learn that fear can be explored instead of avoided. This process reduces anxiety at its source. Fifth, normalize the worry without solving it. Make your kids see that it is normal to worry. Do not try to fix the problem away. Say,
Sometimes our brains think about scary things. That's normal. You don't have to stop worrying. You can let the worry stay while you play.
this exposure-based approach, drawn from Rappi's work, teaches children that anxiety and play can exist together. When they stop fighting the feeling, it gradually loses its power. Sixth, build independence from security, not separation. Start by staying nearby while each of you does your own thing. After a few days, step away for 2 minutes, then 3. Never force separation when fear is high. The goal is to prove that distance feels safe because connection remains. What this looks like in practice. Your kid asks,
"What if you get a flat tire and don't come home?"
you pull out the worry notebook. They draw the flat tire. You write, "Ma drives carefully. She has a spare tire and she will call for help if needed." Then you tuck a photo into their backpack. 2 weeks later, the question changes from, "Will you be safe?" to, "Can I check my photo?" That's progress. That's trust. Over 2 to 4 weeks, if this is normal development, anxiety usually fades. Your kid learns, my parent comes back. My fear feels real, but it isn't the truth. Independence grows naturally from this security, not from forcing it. Red flags. Use this checklist. If you check 3 or more, contact your pediatrician this week. 1. Clinginess keeps getting worse over months. 2. Your kid can't eat or sleep, can't attend preschool, or shows extreme panic or aggression. 3. They've experienced a major transition, a move, new sibling, or childcare change. 4. You're at your breaking point. You're exhausted, resentful, or can't handle one more worry. 5. Your gut tells you something isn't right with your kid. Some children are biologically more vulnerable to anxiety, as Jerome Kagan's research suggests. That doesn't mean you failed. It means your kid may benefit from extra support. Understanding why your kid is clingy at this age changes everything. Their fear isn't weakness, it's development. And science gives us effective ways to help. Your kid has discovered you're a separate person with your own life and mind. That's frightening, but it's also the foundation of empathy, healthy relationships, and lasting love. This clingy phase will pass. What remains is a kid who learns that even when you're apart, connection is still secure. Thank you for watching. See you next time.